5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're live.
Here we are. It is an Autograder Hangout. Yes. So yeah, that's great that the RAG is passing. Yes. So I guess
So that leaves the one on HW, which I tried to show that it would actually work by doing another PR, which could be actually more confusing. But
yes, I mean, it's. There's just really not enough time in the day for all of these exciting and fun things. I guess what I'm tempted to do for that. So was the RAG was consistently just failing all over the place for.
I think yeah, it was the RSpec issue. Once the version changed and it wasn't fixed anywhere, it was on 3, and so it couldn't do the nested. I thought it was interesting though that someone said in Stack Exchange site that you could use the RSpec its gem, add that, and then you would also be able to use RSpec 3. So some kind of backwards compatibility gem or something.
Interesting. Yes. There was. Oops. Dear, has that done something strange? God. Okay. So if I do more gem file now on rag develop here, that's interesting though. Why don't I have your change here?
Let's see.
Well, I thought that I'd just merged that. Okay. That's weird. I'm here. Remote -B.
Maybe git log.
I mean, the last thing there is June 19th, and that's me merging it June 19th. It doesn't seem like... I mean, the origin there...
It's merging master, though.
Oh, sorry. Okay, right. Okay, so... I guess there, really, should I remove the gem file log? Let's look at these merge conflicts. Don't know if this is the right thing to be focusing on now. I'm not sure. So rag, we've got the gem file. Yeah, so 2.14.1. Really, I think we just want whatever is the... I guess, did I have local changes? Can I just blow that away by doing gemfile.lock, and I can do git pull? Can I just check out the gemfile.lock like that? It's unmerged. If I
what is it you want to do?
Well, I think what is it? Reset. I think what I want to do is check. Like, I don't have. Do I have? It's not saying here that I'm ahead of. You know, I haven't got any changes on the. You know, I haven't got any changes here, right?
So if you do git diff versus, well, you may have to do a fetch actually if you want to check to make sure that you don't have old stuff.
Well, I've already done a fetch, or the funny thing here. Oh, maybe it's because I pulled master into this one, which I didn't mean to do. That maybe there were changes on master. How can I just reset this to the develop? Can I just git reset?
Hard.
Okay. And then if I
Origin
do
exec.
git pull, no, still getting. Oh. Phew.
Actually, I think like try resetting with origin develop and then or upstream develop. I mean just fetch from origin develop and then reset with that.
Oh,
Right?
and I guess your
I,
remotes could be messed up too.
I mean, I think actually probably here the sensible thing to do is if I just git checkout staging, and then if I do or something git checkout master, and then I can just blow away. I can do git um,
Right. Branch minus
uh, branch minus d
develop.
develop. Yeah, and then I could do git checkout origin develop like so, and then I can do git checkout minus b develop, and then we can be in develop, and then yeah. So now I've just got your code that was working. So then I want to do bundle exec rspec here, right? And so I
Oh,
get this recently.
does it want you to do bundle install first?
Gem install bundle.
Check what Ruby.
Yeah, run
Hmm.
without the bundle exec.
I think I'm also like on a really we should be on the latest version of RVM, but the
Oh, do you want to try out the new Vagrant file then?
mm, I certainly do. I certainly do. I don't know what I had also. This is kind of like RVM use 1.9.3 dot,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can remember is it 5? Oh,
P.
what's the latest one? Is it
It's no
547?
dot. Right. It's just just P. 545 is the latest
Ah,
binary. 547 is the absolute latest, I think.
oh, ah,
Right. Oh, maybe there's a dash in there.
You're doing RVM user.
RVM use. That's what it is. Here we go. So now somehow now it's funny. I've tried to. I think I need to go into RVM and set my default thing to be 193. Like we have the gem file. We're not even specifying a Ruby version there. So yeah, I think I need. So, but yeah, I totally want to get the but so with we've got the vagrant file. We don't have a vagrant for rag, do we?
Um,
No, that's for the homework, right?
correct. Yeah.
But that's cool. But
I don't
yeah, so I
know.
mean,
I'm trying to think if we ever might have.
uh, I think yeah. So I mean, I've got it running from yesterday. This is the funny thing about. Should I blow it away and try and create it again from what you did now, or
Um, you mean the Vagrant? Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I should blow it away.
yeah.
So in that case, it's all in .vagrant, right?
I mean, I just had the. I don't know what would be going on with Vagrant, but I would just do like Vagrant destroy and Vagrant up when I get the next files there. But
Right. Yeah. Or maybe we'll leave that for the moment. Anyway, at least this one, bundle exec rspec, and yeah, no worries, Joseph. I would say, Joseph, the thing for you to do would be to check out I mean, for all of us to do is check out the latest version of rag
Autograders.
rag develop.
Right. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
so
And then yeah, so that's very nice to see. Is that it's the run with timeout is working there. So that's
and
it's
I think that will go ahead.
okay. I have a question. It's about the environment because
Mhm.
my EC2 will free tire will be expired soon.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Well, you should
how,
switch over to using Vagrant. is what what
No,
we just.
using Vagrant. You are all using Vagrant now. Right?
Well, we're trying to do. We've got it set up properly for local support, and I think we're getting there with the different things. Yeah, I guess on reflect, like we've run rag in Vagrant, but you are thinking, Paul, whether we have a Vagrant file for rag
Yeah, I
somewhere.
think it's just for homework.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'm not sure about it. So that's great. But anyway, that with rag is merged. I just want to make sure I have the latest code on my system. So I think here for the homework, I should be in git checkout develop. I don't know if my changes there are of any consequence. Patient controller. That just looks like. Okay, yeah, I've got the thing for the mutation grader locally, so I think I can just do git stash there for those things. So git pull origin develop. So I guess I haven't yet merged your latest changes. And so what was challenging about, I mean, I guess for Sampriti and for Joseph, the thing to do in the first instance is to check out the latest developed version of RAG, and that I guess if you haven't got a local Unix-based system, either your own existing Vagrant that you've run or OS X or whatever, then yeah, checking out RAG is not really practical. I guess let's just review the pull requests we've got on RAG. So that's kind of an old one. That was for the Heroku grader to accept archive files thing that Richard was interested in. If we look at the homework repository, so this is
right. This is to go with one on RAG. It actually contains a couple of other pull requests.
Right.
It updates. One of them is the updates to BDD cycle, and the other is the public skeleton.
But so this Vagrant file and Vagrant install shell, if I merged, I mean, I guess it was sort of not working quite the way I wanted for me. This is now. This could be merged into develop, I guess.
Right.
Is this?
That was the idea. It does have, one issue with Vagrant and the Cucumber test is I get this text busy when off the shared folder file. And so that's heavily noted in there, and it's I'm not sure 100% what to do about it, but I did have something that would just print it out when it happened rather than causing an error. You know?
Okay.
And that's the 38 there, the last comment.
Okay. But so this byte, so I can pull this in. I mean, like, what seemed to be the trouble with me trying to, I guess, what is it? Trying to run any of these things on your branches before pulling them in is that it was switching branches on me, and then that was kind of getting us all screwed up. So I'm kind of, but at least I guess I'm here. I'm not sure. This is all stuff that I want. Is there a particular order that I should be pulling this in?
Well, the top one is just the proof. The other one is, if you look at it, it's basically got the modified install feature, so that it would have pulled. Like actually, yeah. See, if you look at the second one now, it just went green. 63 just turned green because you accepted the pull request for the one that it depended on, which
the rag one. Yeah, and I restarted this, so that's green now, which is great. And so this one makes So this one, I mean, I haven't kind of like completely grokked all the things underneath there, but I think if it's green and it's using the public solution, then we should just have it in and kind of look at it in context. I mean, I'm still partly there's this process of just getting my development machine so I can get stuff working. I mean,
it could be the Vagrant stuff would be good for that.
Yeah. So I mean, I think if this is green, then sensibly I pull this in,
It
So
shouldn't
that's
cause any major problems. I mean, the
yeah,
one issue that I wasn't really happy with the resolution was,
yeah.
the shared files and
Sure. Well, we could maybe go through that now in review together. I mean, the key thing is I would love to get it running on my system in some form or other. So this proof spike, then this one,
that you
that
can just
actually,
close. Yeah.
right? That's just like have the other things working. Yeah, excellent. So let's get that out of the way. Goodness me, look at this. Look, we're almost at the level of there. Okay, and so this is now an alternate. The funny thing here with the Vagrant, I guess we don't have we not had a Vagrant file in the develop thing. These I was sort of assuming we had one, and this is updates, but these are we haven't had them in develop, and this is just the latest version or that we're trying out,
Right.
basically. Right.
Yeah, I forget where we. I mean, I think actually when I looked over to RAG to see if there was there were some pull requests or at least I had old branches
That had Vagrant files in
in
them.
RAG, yeah, that said Vagrant the Ruby Racer.
Right. Yes. Well, we can. I think. Yeah, because homework runs RAG in the Vagrant thing. We can come to that. I think I'm going to pull this one in
This
and just
seems to
try.
be the best formulation of a Vagrant install
Sure.
script, and it's also
Yeah.
not named Ubuntu install shell, so
Right.
it shouldn't
Right. Right.
clash.
Cool. And so look, we're down to a single pull request on homework. Isn't that cool?
And it's something
Um,
for the future, which is awesome.
yeah, indeed. It's like we'll hit this in 3 weeks when we get to that in the MOOC. But so if I now do git pull origin develop here, I should get all of these changes, and sensibly I would do vagrant destroy or whatever it is to get rid of my whatever it was there, and then I would do vagrant up, and so this would now try and run in my develop box. It's going to run through, but to this, I mean,
Unfortunately, it's a 32 image, and also unfortunately, it's just set to use one CPU. But I don't know.
okay.
I didn't know like how
Hmm.
many you might have running. You can change that easily in Vagrant file.
Okay, okay. Well, that's something to look at for okay, and do this off. Okay, yeah.
Just because if you already had 3 running and you open this one, you'd grind to a halt probably. I don't know. How
I
many
mean,
cores do you have on your
I
Mac?
have 8.
Awesome.
Um, but so if we look at homework now, so what this is doing with the vagrant file, let's just have a little look. Why can't I see? I would have thought I could now see. This is, oh no, that's RAG. Go away, RAG. Where's the homework one gone? Homework. Here it is. Right. So we've now got the vagrant file here. So, yeah. Okay. So that all looks perfectly normal and sensible. And then we've got a vagrant install here.
There's a couple of things you can see at the end. The to-dos
Yeah.
are tests
Right.
that were failing. I think now you can
Yeah.
start to uncomment some of those, like the RSpec one on line 101 should pass now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, so this is sort of still partially. I'm just tempted to adjust the spacing in it so I can see.
Oh, please do, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's things in there that don't appear to be needed anymore, but I didn't remove them because they
No,
might be in
sure.
the future. Maybe I was
Yeah.
wrong.
Or well, I think if we can establish that they definitely aren't needed, then we definitely want to pull them out. But
Right.
uh,
Like the
let's.
PostgreSQL, you probably don't need.
Yeah. I mean, I would have thought that was. Yeah,
All that stuff can
that's
go.
sort of specific to local support.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so I think that's gonna like churn away in the background and take a little while to do its
Right.
its
And it
its
does
stuff.
take a while.
So I guess I get like in my mind. So the thing that I kind of want to do now is, yeah, I want to have this the vagrant working, and I want to be able to run the test and just sort of see where we're at, and sort of then examine the.
Mhm.
I guess the thing I want to examine is the setup that we have now for features, which is for the Ruby here. So okay, so yeah, it's this thing here. So where's the bit where we pull where do we actually specify the remote repo that we want to use for this test
It
thing?
is on line 18 right above there, where it says
So
SAS
when I
book
clone
BDDs.
master, oh, I'm right, it's broken. I was trying to look for a URL, but okay. So I clone the master branch of public skeleton BDD into external, and I have the homework. Okay, and then so I should see that there are no errors. Right,
I know
which is
that's kind of not your favorite
oh no.
formulation there.
No. I was that's I was just kind of thinking. Oh right, it's the homework. No errors, no error. This is no error. At least that this, you know, that it's working. And then we run the grader on the archive, and then so this is basically checking that our external code is, you know, being graded as expected. And we've actually also got the solution, which we're still relying upon. And so in principle, what that means is this public section here of the BDDTD cycle could be removed, right?
Correct.
Because, you know, this, which I think is a step forward, you know, because
I don't know if the README is.
well, I think I copied over the README to the. I guess we've got different READMEs there. Yeah, or maybe the. I don't know. Is that different from this README? That's just welcome to Rails. So anyway, I think I've copied over the README.
It's in source control.
Yeah, but the no, because I think particularly what I particularly dislike about this is that you know, it's not only a very limited number of people can make suggestions about changing it and so on. And anyway, I don't need to conceal the motivation for doing all those things. But so what I'm thinking is that maybe while waiting for, yeah, I mean, you know, fantastic work, by the way. That's just, you know, absolutely awesome. Maybe while we're waiting for this to you know, finish baking, so to speak,
Right.
I'm tempted to maybe go to do the homework, move on to the other legacy homework, and maybe do a walkthrough on there. I mean, I think the kind of the hanging to do. I mean, what would be lovely to get to a position where, like, now I think I don't know how true it is, but with local support, I think people can just download and start working against the Vagrant instance. At least I've been, you know, working happily against the Vagrant instance for a while my OS X was indisposed. But having the same setup for the for RAG and HW would be wonderful. Anyway, so shall we wrap up this? Do you want to terminate this broadcast,
Sounds
and I'll
good.
create a new one, which will be and we'll do the walkthrough on the legacy homework.
Lovely.
Excellent.
See you there.
Mm-hmm.